Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie and I help you change your beliefs so you can change your body, your health, and your life. In this video, I want to talk about getting your period back if you have lost it. Now, this is a really important topic and I don't think it's talked about enough because it's really important to have your period if you're meant to have one. And if you go through a phase of losing it, then that is not good for you. Your period is a sign of health. Now, I know back in the day, I lost mine for a few years, and at the start, I actually loved it because I didn't have a period anymore. But then I realized this is not good for me. What is going on? I started getting a bit worried, and that's when I went to the doctor, and the doctor gave me the worst advice ever. He basically told me to go back on the pill. And that is what stuffed up my period to begin with. So does that make any sense to you? Didn't make any sense to me. I'm very good at following my intuition, and intuitively, I just knew that if I waited it out, if I released the stress on my body and did what I'm going to suggest in this video, then it would eventually come back. And so that is what I did. What do you know? I got my period back within a few months. Now, before anyone goes and says, Jodie, you're not a doctor, what do you think you are talking about this? I studied biomedical science at university. I did masters in public health. I'm very qualified to promote health, which is what I'm doing in this video. I have a good understanding of the human body. Obviously, if you want medical advice, go see your doctor. So in saying that, this is what I recommend if you need to get your period back. 2 things. And I've helped a few women now get their periods back. This video was inspired by one of my clients who is going through this phase with me now. What you have to understand is, yes, there can be separate issues, and if that's the case, see your doctor. But for majority of women that come to me who want to get their period back and want to get their health back, they're not eating enough food, or they're too stressed, or maybe both. And stress can come from more than just life stress. It can come from feeling anxious about everything, always being on, your nervous system always being activated, never having any of that proper parasympathetic time, right? Never fully resting, relaxing. It can also come from overtraining, doing too much exercise, or not eating enough food. That is all a stress on the body. Now, on top of that, your body is not going to produce a period if it does not have enough energy to do so. There's this thing called energy availability, and if your energy availability in the body is too low, then your body is going to use the energy that you are giving it, that it does have available to it, for priority functions, right? Beating your heart, making sure your lungs are working. Reproductive function is not a priority for the body, so producing a period is not a priority if your energy availability is low. If you are not eating enough food and in a deficit, even if your calories get too low, you will lose your period. Now, this client that came to me recently, she didn't realize how little food she was actually eating. This can happen for a number of reasons, but I think a lot of it is societal conditioning, right? We're made to believe that we need to eat as little as possible to maintain this lean, skinny figure. And there's too much emphasis on this is too much, or this is bad for you. You can't have carbs. That's too much carbs. That's too much bread. And all of that repetition gets in your brain, and then you start to restrict yourself without even realizing it. For a number of women in the population, this obviously doesn't apply to women that eat too much food. But I know there are a lot of you, and I was one of them for a long time as well, not fueling your body or providing it with enough nutrients and energy to actually function fully. So if you want to get your period back, you need to increase your energy availability first and foremost by eating more food. You don't have to do this overnight. You don't need a massive surplus. You need to gradually build on what you are already eating. So what I've done with this client is we started getting her to track her food. And then over time, based on her starting point, we've gradually increased calories up. It's been hard for her, right? If you're used to eating a small amount of food, that's what your body is used to. So anything extra is going to feel too much. You're going to be full. You're going to not want to eat that extra snack. You have to get out of your head and do it anyway. And so that's what I've been guiding her through. So she's gone from hardly eating anything to around 1,500 calories to 1,700 to 1,800. And then we're going to push her up to 2,000 calories next. And then we'll keep going until she basically gains enough weight and signals to her body that she does have the energy available to produce a period. Now, the other side of this is your stress, right? This client isn't really training at all, so she's not over exercising. If you are overtraining, then you need to cut that down, especially if you're doing a lot of intense exercise, or you need to dramatically increase your calorie intake. And then you need to be spending some time every day to really make sure you are in your body and letting yourself just be. Even if you don't think you're stressed, and this was me for years, I would go around thinking I'm not stressed, but yet I was running around doing 20 million things, constantly having 1,000 thoughts going off in my head. I was always in a sympathetic state. My nervous system was always on to the max. That is a stress state for the body, and if that is you, you need to spend time bringing your body back to a parasympathetic state. And one of the best ways to do this is breath work. If you don't like breath work, you can do yoga, meditation, that kind of thing, stretching. But seriously, you can YouTube breathwork videos and just do a quick 5 to 10 minute video every day. Spend time properly relaxing. Do it before bed. It will help you sleep better as well. And over time, that is going to help you better regulate your nervous system and support your body in producing a period again as well. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if that's the case, I will see you in the next video.